Hello everybody, welcome back. I am in Balmora, the Lucky Lockup. I was realizing, I was trying to decide where to start, and I was realizing, there's actually, three clubs in Balmora. There's the Lucky Lockup, there's that one other place, there's the Thief Guild place, and then there's the other one, it's called something like Seven Plates Inn or something weird like that, over on the far side of town by the temple. Um, Today, I don't have too much of a plan, but I think I was looking through my journal, seeing what we have. There's this quest here, which I think I did off camera. It's a quest it's the main quest, which I haven't progressed the main quest too much so far. I've been mostly going for Fighters Guild and Redoran, but both of those next ones are kind of annoying, so I'm gonna do this one instead. Sharon Gramu's Gob, I think I actually pronounced that right, says that Indreno Ancestral Tomb is south of Pelagiad, just off the road, just before the fork where the road goes southwest towards Sedanine and southeast towards Vivek. She gave me an enchanted blade and some scrolls because she says some spirits are immune to normal weapons. Yeah, so she's talking about the fire blade here, which I got. I think I did this off camera, like I said. I was, after the last episode, I was doing some stuff. Um, and I accidentally did this quest because I forgot that I had never activated it. So she gave me the fire blade, which is not a very good blade. It's short blade, one-handed, not amazing, and the fire damage is good. That's great, but it's not a very good blade. So I have my steel saber, which isn't going to do anything to the ghosts because it's not enchanted. I think maybe silver weapons will hurt ghosts even if they're not enchanted, but I'm not positive about that. The steel saber is the best base sword that I have. The iron spark sword's pretty good, but it doesn't do much damage with its effect. The shock damage, 1 to 4 points, is not very good. But it does have 1 to 18 slash, which is its best attack. So what I want to do is I want to go enchant the steel saber. Now I think I actually have some soul gems that I stole from Gabaldir in the Mages Guild quest early on. But the thing is, if I use those, I can't go to Gabaldir to get my weapon enchanted, so I might have to go somewhere else. Let me just see what I have, and then we'll go from there, basically. Yeah, so these are really good soul gems that I got from Gabaldir's desk. I stole them from her during that one quest, so I can't use these. I can't go to Gabaldir and ask her to enchant something with these, or she will attack me. So what I want, I kind of want to save these really good ones. The Dremora is pretty good. The Winged Twilight, that's the best one I have. So I'm going to save that one until I get a better sword, probably. The Common Soul Gem with an Ogrim Titan is probably the one that I want. So I'm going to take that one. And I'm going to make my way somewhere else. Probably Sadrith Mora. I can just teleport there from the Mages Guild. So I'm going to go to Sadrith Mora and I'm going to try out a new transition I just thought of. Ready, set, go. Here I am. It's not what's usually behind that door, but here we go. Alright, so I'm actually not even sure if we have... Oh, yeah, we do. We have an enchanting person here. So, grab that soul, grab the thing that I want to enchant, which is my steel saber. I do not have a suitable spell. I kind of forgot that I had to do that. Alright, so I have to buy a spell from somebody, a damaging spell, some sort of destruction. Who sells spells around here? You do. I don't... None of these are destruction. Maybe you over here. Spells. Summon stuff. Drain blood. That's fun. I don't think that's what I want though. Frenzy is cool, but not for what I'm doing right now. Skinkin Tree Shade, no. I already looked at you. Damn. Alright, fuck. I'll go get a spell and I'm coming back here. Alright, I'm back with a fire spell now, and okay, so this is important. When you're enchanting, you want to do on target, not on touch, because touch means something else, and then self you definitely don't want to do. So you want to do on target, and then the magnitude is a range of numbers, and you want to keep an eye on the right side over there where it says, well, it's obscured by the window here, but it says enchantment 1 out of 5. So you can't go over 5, and if you like increase things like this, it'll start to, so you see when I do 1 to, if I do 1 to 30, then the enchantment level is 6 out of 5. The number on the very bottom there, I believe, is the price that it's going to be. So that's something I really need to keep under consideration. I don't think I actually have that much money right now. Yeah, increasing that really kind of balloons the price. What if I just do 5 to 5? That's not bad. Duration doesn't need to be anything. Area doesn't need to be anything because it's just on the target, right? Actually, the area doesn't really increase the price if you just go 1. So I kind of feel like this is not a very good spell. Or this is not a very good effect. But the base damage of this sword is still good, so 5 to 5, at least it's consistent damage. And they hit okay right now. You also want to do cast when strikes. That's important. Yeah, my barrier here is the money. I can't go over 2,000 for sure. I think I have like 1,800 money right now. So fire damage 5 points in 1 foot on target. Cast when strikes. That's pretty good. I'm gonna do it because I just need I need that sword to be there. I didn't rename it. That's my bad. I'm also gonna sell these 2 swords because I don't need them anymore. So there's that. Total sold 53. It's not very good. I'll just jack it up a little and then see if they'll accept that. Might be too much. When you have a small amount like that, anything that you raise it by is going to be like, it's going to be a high percentage of the original amount, essentially. So you gotta kind of be careful. Real quick, I'm gonna just like do this. So yeah, looks like I needed it. So good. Repairing all my crap. Oh yeah, some of this stuff was about to break. So glad that I noticed that. All right. That is that for now. Okay, what was I doing? Andrano Ancestral Tomb. Alright, I'm going to meet you outside of the Andrano Ancestral Tomb, and we're going to do this transition as a jump. And here we are. This is the Andrano Ancestral Tomb. So, let's just go right in. I think we're probably a little over-leveled for this, to be honest with you. I mean, we'll see, but I think we are. So, I got ghosts. If you have ghosts, then you have everything. That's the reference nobody's going to get. Yeah, so, you know, that was a one-shot. That was, like, pretty easy. Steel Katana. It's actually better than the sword that I have. I'm going to take it, even though, like, I just enchanted this sword and I spent a lot of money on it. I don't think I'm going to actually, like, change my sword out. I think I'm just going to... I'm going to keep that. Maybe in the future I'll change it out, but I think there's probably better swords that I'm going to get in the meantime, so I'm not really worried about it. So I think there's some skeletons down here. You know, I should have checked to make sure this isn't too dark. It probably isn't. I'm going to say probably. Yeah, I think we're a little over-leveled for this. It actually looks fine in the camera viewfinder, so I'm not worried. Ooh, Arrow of Wasting Shard. Weakness to shock and shock damage. Wow. What a shocker. I'm just going to take all this. It doesn't weigh that much. Plus my strength is so high that, well, it's not that high. But it's fine. I'm not gonna like run out of carrying capacity. Not with this character, I don't think. I could grab a torch. That's not actually a torch, but I could grab a torch and make that happen. Here we go. You know what I forgot to look at? How much... oh, it's got 70 charge. Yeah, that's fine. That's probably as a result of the enchanting the soul gem that I was using being so powerful. Um, I think yeah, it's a little. There's a lot of factors that go into how how good an enchanted sword is. The type of weapon that you use, I think, determines like what level of enchantment you can put on it. I guess I'll take that. I don't know. It's a little heavy. Yeah, so the quality of the soul gem, I think, determines like how much charge is going to be on your weapon, like I was just looking at. And then I'm not sure if there's anything else. Probably your enchanting level, although I went to an enchanter. Your enchanting level, if you're doing it yourself, will determine like your success rate and other things like that. I actually, when I restart this series on PC, I want to do more of a mage type build, or like a hybrid build probably. Hybrid builds are kind of hard to pull off in Morrowind. It's not really... the systems aren't really designed to support multi-classing or anything like that, so you kind of have to specialize, but, you know, we'll give it a shot. So that guy probably just sapped my strength. No, I think that endurance was like that already. Bone walkers are just the most annoying shit. They can actually, like, soft lock your game if you're not careful around them. Because they can reduce your strength to where you just don't have... your carrying capacity goes down when your strength is reduced, um, so they can reduce your strength to the point where you can't carry, or you can't move anymore. And in this game, when you're over encumbered, you just can't move at all. Dagger of Judgment, I'll take that. So I thought, I must be thinking of something else, but there's one mission in this game where, like, it's in a tomb like this, and then when you take something, you actually have to fight the ghost of the guy. I guess I don't have to do that this time, which is good. So that was the skull that we were supposed to get. I'm going to just continue on here and clear out the rest of this place. Okay, it's dark in here. Oh yeah, I think there's like some skeletal archers up there. Yeah, because that's, there's like another level up there which is accessed from like the starting room of this temple. Not temple, the tomb. And then there's like some archers along that walkway up there. So I'll actually go take care of them right now. I think I got everything. I don't think there's... I mean, there might be some stuff like... There's usually not anything inside the urns, but sometimes there's stuff like on the table next to the urns. So I want to look for that, but I don't see anything. So just gonna go back to the main room and then kill those skeletons I was talking about. We took 0 damage. Yeah, like I said, we're pretty over leveled for this dungeon. You know, this sword is pretty good. I've got good armor. So, really, like, there wasn't much chance of us getting damaged here. Looks like there's a bone walker on the other end of the door. Yeah. Although, I think he just did... I think he was just doing an actual destruction attack and not a... oh, that's the same one we had earlier. Okay, cool. I think he just did like a fireball attack and not the strength sapping attack that he sometimes does. Okay, so that's that dungeon. I was thinking during the cut that I made that I wanted to start doing more like traveling montages as opposed to quick cuts or, you know, talking over it. So I think on the way back I'll do like a little, just like a basic like sped up montage thing, and I'll start that right now. Hello. That was cool, right? I hope it was. I don't know. We'll find out. So anyway, alright, so that was that. So I need to go return that quest. Put my sword away, I suppose. Yeah, that was in the Mages Guild. It's this orc down in the basement over here. If you talk to her before you start this quest, she'll just be like, hey, go away. I don't like you. But then you get this quest and you talk to her and you do this thing. So, let's come down here. Let's talk to you. Sharn Gram Musgob. And there you go. Very good. I'll just take that skull from you. Perfect for what I have in mind. Thank you. Now, as promised, I'll answer your questions on the Neverine cult. Go ahead. Yeah, so we're collecting information for Caius Cassidy's on the Neverine cult and the Sixth House and things like that. The Ashlander cult believes in the long-dead hero Neverar. Hold on. Let me reread that. This Ashlander cult believes the long-dead hero Neverar will be reborn to honor ancient promises to the tribes. According to legend, the prophesized Neverarine... Oh, you know what? I've been reading that wrong my whole life. It's Nerevar. The promised Nerevarine will cast down the false gods of the Tribunal Temple, restore the traditional ancestor worship practiced by the Ashlanders, and drive all Outlanders from Morrowind. Both Temple and Empire outlaw the cult, but it persists among the Ashlanders who care little for Imperial or Temple law. Here, take this copy of my notes on the topic for Caius. Alright. So now we have the notes on the topic of the Nerevarine cult. It's actually like a revelation for me. I had no idea that's what it was. I've never read that word very closely, to be honest with you. The Nerevarine cult. So now we are going to talk to Caius on the other side of town. Caius Cassidy's. Casus Belli? Yeah? Is that... Latin. I find it really cool how they sort of worked in sort of real-world-esque things into the lore of the Elder Scrolls games. Like the Imperials are all sort of Roman, Latin sort of characters. Like Caius Cassides. Oh, I need to rest a minute. I forgot about that. It's like Caius Cassides sounds very Latin. Are these Sharn's notes on the Neverine cult? Excellent. I'm promoting you to Blade's Apprentice, Rumpelstiltskin. I forgot that was my name. I'd like some time to think of how this fits in with the Emperor's plans for you. So if you'd like to get in a little freelance adventuring, go ahead. But whenever you're ready, I have new orders for you. I'm ready. I've thought it over, and I want you to interview 3 informants in Vivec City concerning the Nerevarine. I need to get used to that. The Nerevarine and the Sixth House. Period. First, I want you to speak with Adhiranir, a Khajiit Thieves Guild operative. Second, I want you to speak with Hulia, an Argonian in the Morag Finally, I want you to speak with Meramilo, a temple priestess. Here I've written down the details so you won't forget, and here are 200 drakes for bribes and other expenses. Right. So this one's kind of annoying because you have to, like, search Vivec for these people. And, like, track them down, and a couple of them have, like, special things you have to do. I will do that in the future. There are a lot of these sort of missions where you kind of just have to, like, power through them. Like I was saying in a separate episode, like, it's one of the ways in which you acquire rose-tinted glasses for a game is that you sort of just forget the boring parts, or the annoying parts, or the, aggravating parts. And you just sort of, you only remember the really good moments. And to be fair, the good moments are really good in this game. But there are, playing this on YouTube, I'm starting to realize that there are a lot of, like, little things that I can see being very annoying for people. And I'm having to like edit out a lot of traveling. I'm having to find creative ways to make that appealing. I came over here to rest so that I can level up. And yeah, it's interesting. I'm sort of gaining a new perspective on this game by playing it through on YouTube. All right, I think I'm gonna do the same thing I did before with strength, agility, and luck. I think agility is important, and it's a fairly low stat for us right now, so I think that's going to be good. So we're now on level 10. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, level 10. So we're progressing pretty good. I suppose there's some things that I need to talk about regarding the progression of this series, but I think this episode has already gone on long enough, and we should probably talk about that in the next episode. Maybe next episode will be a travel-y episode, talky episode, updatey episode. So I guess for now, that is it. And have a look at this wall while we wait for the outro to finish. No, it's not done yet. Sorry. You have to wait. Okay. Wait. And